Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of South Africa, the Honorable Mr. Jacob Zuma, Chief Justice of the Constitutional Court, the Honorable Justice Mogoeng, Deputy Chief Justice of the Constitutional Court, the Honorable Justice Dikgang Moseneke, Ministers, Premiers, Chairperson of the Electoral Court, Mr. Justice Shongwe, the Mayor of Tshwane, High Commissioners, Ambassadors and members of the Diplomatic Corps, Directors General, the Commissioner of Police, MECs, Chairpersons and members of Chapter 9 institutions, Chairperson of the SABC Board, former commissioners of the Electoral Commission, international and domestic observers, fellow commissioners, the Chief Electoral Officer, and staff of the Electoral Commission, invited guests and members of the media, leaders and members of political parties, colleagues, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly 20 years ago today, our first democratic president took an oath of office and declared, I quote, "Never, never and never again shall this beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another and suffer the indignity of being the skunk of the world." As the whole world watched on 10th May 1994, almost 7,300 days ago, our freedom became the celebration of the entire world. As our president reached out to friends and foes alike, even going as far as to offering praise to the military that once used brutal force to implement the racist policy of apartheid. Ladies and gentlemen, we meet here today to confirm our country and nation's commitment to advance our hard-earned democratic values. 2 decades ago, we affirmed our dedication to respecting and upholding core democratic values, including the right of citizens to choose their representatives through regular, free, and fair elections, to equal protection under the law, and to freedom of opinion and expression, peaceful assembly and association, and freedom of thought and conscience. Today, as we celebrate 2 decades of democracy, and as we conclude our 5th democratic national and provincial elections, we can affirm to one another and to the world, democracy is alive and well and thriving in our land. On Wednesday, 18 million South Africans stood together as a nation as they did in 2009, 2004, 1999, and most famously, in 1994. This reflected a turnout of 73.48%, with just 1.35% spoiled ballots. There is no more tangible symbol for nationhood and inclusivity than participation in an election. Even as we made our choices, it is a powerful reminder of what binds us together as a nation and as a people. I would like to thank all political parties which participated in this election for their support and cooperation in making these elections a success. Special word of gratitude also goes to the electoral staff who, as always, went above and beyond the call of duty to serve our nation with pride. to the Chief Electoral Officer, Mr. Mosotho Moepja, and his executive and senior management team and the entire staff of the IEC, thank you for your support, hard work, and unwavering commitment to ensuring these elections function so efficiently and effectively. To the media, for keeping the nation informed throughout the electoral process, we say thank you. Finally, our deepest gratitude and thanks, as always, must go to the voters of our country, the 18 million South Africans who participated in this election. Mr. President, we as the Electoral Commission are proud to have served as a conduit through which the people made their voices heard. On behalf of the Electoral Commission, it now gives me great pleasure to announce the final results. Let us begin with the provincial elections. In the Eastern Cape, 6 political parties have won seats in the provincial legislature. They are African Independent Congress secured 1 seat, Congress of the People 1 seat, the Economic Freedom Fighters 2 seats, the United Democratic Movement 4 seats, the Democratic Alliance 10 seats. The majority party with 45 seats is the African National Congress. In the Free State, 4 political parties won seats in the provincial legislature. The Freedom Front Plus garnered 1 seat. The Economic Freedom Fighters, 2 seats. The Democratic Alliance, 5 seats. And the majority party with 22 seats is the African National Congress. In Gauteng, there are 5 political parties which have won seats in the provincial legislature. The Inkatha Freedom Party secured 1 seat. The Freedom Front Plus, 1 seat. The Economic Freedom Fighters, 8 seats. The Democratic Alliance, 23 seats. The majority party with 40 seats is the African National Congress. In KwaZulu-Natal, 6 political parties won seats in the provincial legislature. The Minority Front secured 1 seat. The Economic Freedom Fighters, 2 seats. The National Freedom Party, 6 seats. The Inkatha Freedom Party, 9 seats. The Democratic Alliance, 10 seats. And the majority party with 52 seats is the African National Congress. In Limpopo, 4 political parties won seats in the provincial legislature. In Limpopo, 4 political parties won seats in the provincial legislature. The Congress of the People garnered 1 seat. The Democratic Alliance, 3 seats. The Economic Freedom Fighters, 6 seats. The majority party with 39 seats is the African National Congress. In Mpumalanga, 4 political parties won seats in the provincial legislature. The Bushbuck Ridge Residents Association secured 1 seat. The Economic Freedom Fighters, 2 seats. The Democratic Alliance, 3 seats. The majority party with 24 seats is the African National Congress. In the Northern Cape, 4 political parties won seats in the provincial legislature. The Congress of the People, 1 seat. The Economic Freedom Fighters, 2 seats. The Democratic Alliance, 7 seats. The majority party with 20 seats is the African National Congress. In the Northwest, 4 parties won seats in the provincial legislature. The Freedom Front Plus, 1 seat. The Democratic Alliance, 4 seats. The Economic Freedom Fighters, 5 seats. The majority party with 23 seats is the African National Congress. And finally, in the Western Cape, 4 political parties won seats in the provincial legislature. The African Christian Democratic Party, 1 seat. The Economic Freedom Fighters, 1 seat. The African National Congress, 14 seats. The majority party with 26 seats is the Democratic Alliance. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now the moment to announce the results for the National Assembly. A record of 29 parties contested these elections. Out of these, 13 have received sufficient votes to have representation in the National Assembly. In descending order, these parties are the following: the African People's Convention garnered 1 seat. The Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania, 1 seat. Agang, South Africa, 2 seats. The African Christian Democratic Party, 3 seats. The African Independent Congress, 3 seats. The Congress of the People, 3 seats. The United Democratic Movement, 4 seats. The Freedom Front Plus, 4 seats. The National Freedom Party, 6 seats. The Inkatha Freedom Party, 10 seats. The Economic Freedom Fighters, 25 seats. The Democratic Alliance, 89 seats. And finally, the majority party in our 5th National Assembly, with a total of 249 seats, is the African National Congress. Congratulations to all the contesting parties and to those candidates who have won seats in the national and provincial legislatures. On behalf of the Commission, we trust that you will serve South Africa with pride, honor, integrity, and humility.